Anthony, I know you've got some specific observations around young people and schools.
Yeah.
Do you want to share some of those?
It's just really frightening. We've had a lot of talk today about the prisons. There's obviously, it's rife in the prisons. I can only speak from personal experience and from Barrow and Furness. I haven't seen what it's like in your areas. But the schools in Barrow are absolutely rife with it. It's something that needs addressed, in my opinion, and some kind of education programme and talks in the schools, because I think a few years down the road there's going to be a whole different type of drug problem. I think the recovery place is going to be full of people with spice and other legal highs, particularly the spice. Although the other stuff does cause problems, they tend to dip in and out of it more, don't they? But the spice is so... It's the kids, they're on the nitrous oxide and the spice. They don't realise the damage it's doing to them, you know. In my life using alcohol and drugs, I didn't really suffer from many mental health issues. I was lucky, but a couple of months of spice and I was psychotic. It was terrible stuff. It's the strongest stuff I've ever taken. And the thought of our children, I mean, I'm a father of 6, the thought of my kids having it, I mean, it's okay for me to have it, it's the insanity of it, but for my children to have it, it's absolutely devastating. You know, if there's people in here that can do something about it and get some education out in the schools, then it's going to be a fantastic thing, because it's something that's really, really needed and something that's been overlooked today.
Thanks. Stephen, can you, on the same theme, share your experiences, and particularly the conversation we're having about women and the use?
Yeah, especially down south in Hastings, where we're from. Obviously, being a service user rep for Ezra and CRI, I see all of the people that come through the service, and just down on the south coast, well, all the way along the south coast, there is not a distinguishing whether it's a male thing, whether it's a female thing. It's a mixed gender thing. The girls are banging it just as much as the fellas are. Do you know what I mean? You walk around my hometown, and a lot of the homeless use it because it desensitised them to the elements, yeah, so they can deal with it a lot more. And there's just as many girls doing it, if not more actually, than the men, because the men are like, okay, that's a bit much, I'll go back to the gear. But the girls, I don't know, they love it. So it's just a bigger problem. And as for the schools down our way, now that is a major problem, a big problem. Spice has taken over the gear epidemic, and the schools are just smothered with it. You can see the packets in the playgrounds, the little silver canisters of the nitrous oxide all around the playgrounds. And the thing now is that they're even bringing the legal highs into e-cig liquid now. So you guys can be puffing on your e-cigs in your office and no one knows you're getting high, and that's the dodgy thing about it. And that's the wrong thing about it.
Okay, thanks.